Just a question. I really do wonder why sometimes a band like Falling in Reverse will choose to let one of these label channels on YouTube release their music as opposed to them releasing their music on their own channel. Like I wonder what the difference in views would be had they released it on their channel as opposed to letting Epitaph Records release it on their channel, right? I wonder why they do that. Or maybe it's part of a contract that they have with the channel. And this is a publisher, Epitaph Records. I wonder if it's part of a contract that they have with Epitaph Records. Like, hey, every so often we'll release one of your songs, or maybe it's every so often you have to let us release one of your songs. You can release whatever you want on your own time, but like maybe once a month, or like not even once a month, but like maybe once every 5 releases, we get to release one of your songs for distribution purposes, I guess. I don't know. And Falling in Reverse is not the only band that does that. Does this? I see this happen with quite a few bands. Sometimes they'll opt to let a publishing company, such as Epitaph or Napalm Records or Nuclear Blast Records, or things of that nature, release their music instead of them releasing it on their own channel. I really don't know the difference and what is the pro. And is there a con? I'm not sure. The last thing that we saw by Falling in Reverse was a live show. Matter of fact, it was a live show of Popular Monster, Voices in My Head, and Watch the World Burn, I believe. And it was all in one video, and it was all live. And part of this show, I vividly remember, was them getting mad as fuck with the venue because the venue was trying to charge Falling in Reverse fans like an arm and a leg and quite possibly a kidney and your firstborn just for merchandise. So they opted to just not sell merchandise at the show. And they were like, y'all want to get merchandise from Falling in Reverse? Y'all can just go to the website because fuck this. This is stupid. This venue is ass. And I just thought that was hilarious. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was something different. But that right there, I think, is the last thing that we watched. And we've listened to most of everything by Falling in Reverse. For those of you that are curious and or new to the channel, we've listened to everything, man. Most of their music, all of their old music, a lot of the music that they made, 10, 15 years ago, we've listened to. A lot of their, maybe like a couple of outliers in there that we haven't checked out really, but I want to say we've listened to about 80 to 85% of their music. And this is a music video. You know what they say about Falling in Reverse in their music videos? They're always top notch. The music videos are. Man, the music video for Watch the World Burn was fucking nuts. Absolutely great. He was on his fucking Homelander shit in that video. It's fantastic. All right. Let's see. Excited. God damn, bro. I love the very goddamn, man. The very beginning just went super hard off rip, just instantaneously. It started off with the Hardcore Henry vibes. If y'all have ever seen that movie, it's all in first person. Somehow, some way, it didn't cause me to get dizzy like a lot of these other first person type films and movies and videos and shit like that. Didn't really give me motion sickness. That's the vibe I get. Some Hardcore Henry vibes right here at the very beginning. Let's start over. Sorry. I love how the first dude that quite possibly died because of the defibrillators. Okay, I'm sorry. We're done pausing. My bad. Here we go. Yo, dude, those little riffs right there that were happening during that little breakdown, and then his screaming vocals, those were actually fire. Let me go back one more time. That was sick. Oh. I want to, you know what this video reminds me of, kind of? Y'all ever played that video game called Prototype? That's kind of like the vibes I get now. I had a little battle with, yo, dude, that, the drop right there was very hard. Has a little fight right here with fucking Palpatine, Mr. Tickle Fingers. And then it just drops and he goes into like, y'all ever played that game before? Prototype? It's just so fire. Yo, this breakdown is wicked. God, dude, this really is like the band having a shit ton of fun with breakdowns and Ronnie just flexing his screaming vocals more so than his normal regular singing voice, which is phenomenal, but he can do this very well as well.
Thinking the devil is making the crime of the people are evil and the opposite of a divine. No.
Oh, Tech 9. I was not expecting this at all. Didn't say it. There was no feature in the title. We gotta go back.
You're thinking the devil is making the crime of the people are evil and never no demon designer the opposite of a divine. No. Yes. The hell is in front of you, sitting behind. I can feel every sign of a human decline. I'm believing the time is upon us when all of our people are blind. Yo. Rain, saw it falling from a tower's dead plane. Head bang, Mandalay Bay Hotel out of lead cane. Sex change could get you caught up in death range. He played same, but really imitating Ed Game. How do we get this way? Nigga, that shit to say when we get this way. Having a fit to this.
Yo, dude, I love how the instrumentals, they just transitioned from the hardcore nature that we heard just a minute ago into just like a very, very good, very, very smooth little beat right here for Tech 9 so that he can do his thing. It kind of had to be this way because, you know, Tech 9's a good rapper, but I don't know about him rapping on all of the hardcore stuff that Ronnie was screaming on, you know what I mean? So I definitely loved the change in pace and the segue that happened here with the instrumentals for Tech 9. This is such a good surprise and such a good addition.
Rain, saw it falling from a tower's dead plane. Head bang, Mandalay Bay Hotel out of lead cane. Sex change could get you caught up in death range. He played same, but really imitating Ed Game. How do we get this way? Nigga, that shit to say when we get this way. Having a fit to this, you wanna make a bitch to game. My son's mom went gone, it was really wrong. I thought it was gone. The vomit searching for my son, but I didn't go John Muhammad. So the devil's right here on this level, white tears. Cause when rebels ready to pop the heavy metal, I fear.
Dude, I love that little flow switch and kind of like that cadence that he had, kind of like the almost singing rapping flow that he went into right there was great.
On the vomit searching for my son, but I didn't go John Muhammad. So the devil's right here on this level, white tears. Cause when rebels ready to pop the heavy metal, I fear. Abomination, they've been faking consecration, hating, wasting education. Got that killer on the killer, gotta chase him, go.
Yo, that was absolutely fantastic. Yo, that scream was gnarly. Yo, that's the same Ronnie that we saw in Watch the World Burn. With the whole fucking laser eyes and shit. Dude, this went so hard. Let me go back to the entrance of this big fucking mega beast. That scream right there was fantastic. That right there is sick. Dude, goddamn. That was amazing. And at this point, I feel like Falling in Reverse really is embodying one of my favorite lines from a song by NF from The Search. Y'all remember that song by NF called The Search? It was also the name of the album. When he's like, man, I don't know if I'm making music or I don't know if I'm making movies or music videos. And I feel like Falling in Reverse embodies that line very, very well. Can't really tell at this point. Are you making movies or music videos? The lines are kind of blurred at this point, but it's all great. That was... I don't really have anything else. I think I said everything I needed to say. I don't really have any follow-up here. That's gotta be, man, that's gotta be the hardest thing I've heard from Falling in Reverse. That's gotta be the hardest thing I've heard from Ronnie. Instrumentals, vocals, and everything. They gave us a little time to breathe from the hardcoreness with Tech 9. But hell, even Tech 9 went fucking hard. I think that's the hardest thing I've heard so far. That's the heaviest I've heard from Falling in Reverse. I may be wrong. There may be another song that I'm just not thinking of at the moment that I'm just not... It's just not in the old noodle right now. That's got to be the heaviest thing I've heard so far. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to disagree. It's got to be the hardest, heaviest thing I've heard so far by Falling in Reverse. And they've done heavy shit before. That's the thing. And if it's not the heaviest thing, it is at least top 5 of the heaviest vocals, the heaviest riffs, the heaviest drops, the hardest hitting instrumentals that I've heard to date by Falling in Reverse. Like all of the hardcore heavy metal heads are gonna love this one. I feel like they'll like this one. I feel like they'll be like, you know what, man? That was not bad. Because you know the hardcore heavy metal heads, that they're just not gonna give praise on just anything. But for this one, I feel like they'll be like, you know what? That was solid. I'll agree to agree just a little bit. That you did your thing here. For everyone else, they're gonna be like, this is fucking amazing. And for me, I thought that this was fantastic. It really is hard to impress the hardcore heavy metal crowd, though. But I feel like they did with this one.